company treats. Maybe you could do this with other people,
Okay.
but I'm top in my field, okay? And I don't say that to you because I just want to say it. I say that because I'm top in my field. And working with me is a privilege. Don't abuse that.
You know, John, what you just said, John, people understand because I can understand your feeling. John, that's why I say when you work on yourself, it's very important. And then when you read, you analyze, you can think. But when you don't read, you don't analyze, you don't search the answer by yourself, you let people give you the answer. That's how you start. And I believe people should understand when you recognize your self-worth. Self-worth mean is not because when you have a lot of money, it's not because when you have a PhD. Your self-worth understand that you get a divine value that God has given to you. When you can understand your value, you can understand your self-worth. You say, I worth for something because I get something in me that the Lord has given to me. This is His image. I need to respect people so people can respect me. Amen, John. Because when you give this kind of thing, you respect people time, you respect people energy, you respect people value, and you don't receive it back, you have to move away. Any place that you or any business you do with somebody, you give them your time, you give them your respect, give everything, they give them back, move away. Because understand that when you know your self worth, let the people do thing to you two times. Let people exploit you. Let people quiz you. Any company that you see people quiz you, people is melting you, and then they only see their own interest, not see yours. If you stay, you stay. If you can try for better one, try for better one. Because I believe in life, everything should be mutual. Even if in and everything should be mutual. And then that's why when you know your value, you don't work with people. You don't have it. You get work. You just give your services in a place that people see they own. And I believe that. And that's why when you get aware of yourself, discover yourself, you 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 increase your skill, your potential, divine potential that I give it to you. You don't let any crap of situations make your knees down before you, man. You could be humble, you can be wise, you have to understand self value. Because the same people, the same company, the same business, you let them use you, squeeze you. When they don't need you anymore, they just put you as a toilet paper to put you away.
Absolutely. You
Put you
become
away.
disposable to them. And
Yes.
I let somebody do that once or twice, but then when it continues, I slowly deprioritize you. And people that abuse me, they will find that I suddenly am very busy and I don't have the time for you. I have no time on my schedule,
Yep.
and that's done
Because
on purpose.
yeah, yo, because when you say to work on yourself, because everything out there, and that's something people neglect to do, and we need to go back and do that. I need to go back. Anybody to go back and do that. We were to spend more
And
time to read
don't
books.
think that you're being nasty or that you're not
No,
following the Bible because I know the Bible says turn the cheek 70 times 70, but let's be honest, right? God never said for you to take abuse. Okay? That is a parable. And there's something in the Bible called literal and contextual.
mm-hmm.
What that really means is you should forgive many times, but I don't think he meant that we were supposed to give infinity where we get treated like crap. I don't think that's what the Bible means. So that is a contextual interpretation. It's not literal. If you take the Bible all to be literal, you will be having a problem. If you take the whole Bible to be contextual, you'll also have a problem. So you have to know which parts to take respectively. And I think if people can't understand your worth, who you are, what you do, I have one word to say. You know what that word is, Daniel? Do you know what that word is? I might have lost you. That word, Daniel, is goodbye. think we might have lost you. I think a lot of people don't understand that when we think about life, we've got to put ourselves first. We have to. We have to put ourselves first. If we don't do that, Daniel, that's a big problem. A very, very big problem. And I hope everyone here tonight can understand that. If not, you're going to find a rude awakening. You're going to find a very, very rude awakening. One that might really take you to a new level. Hopefully you'll be back here, James, in a minute. Daniel. I think a lot of people have to understand why we do certain things. Why we do it and why we don't do it. I think that's probably something really important. But working on yourself is not just about you. It actually helps other people to respect you more and more. And I don't know if you're coming back here. Hopefully you are. But I think one of the biggest things when we think about, life and we think about working with others is purpose. And I want to talk about something called purposeful living. Purposeful living is when your life is in alignment with the things that you want. Now, you might be saying, gee, does God want those things? And the answer is God wants things that are going to help other people. So the thing I always tell people is, you want this or something better. You've got to be open to that. This or something better. If you don't understand that, then a lot of times you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck. And that stuckness is something that maybe can be confusing for some people. Could be. If you are stuck, then how do you get unstuck? Well, the first way is you have to realize it's about you. Okay? It is about you. If you cannot do that, then I feel you're doing yourself a very, very big disservice. A very, very big disservice. And maybe you're going to say, hey, John, this isn't something that matters right now. Well, you're right on that, but actually it does matter. It matters more than you think. Because if it affects who you are as a person, okay, that's a huge thing. As a person, talking about integrity, talking about how your life has amazing strides in it. But you can't do this, ladies and gentlemen, if you first don't think about yourself. Yourself. Working on yourself. Again, like I said, if you do not take the time to work on yourself, then you're constantly going to be like scapegoating around and you're never going to be happy with life. you're never going to be happy with life. And so when we talk about life and we talk about what makes us do something or why we should do something, I think this comes down to the fact that it's a purpose in our life, a purpose that drives us to become a better version of ourselves. Really simple. A better version of ourselves. Now, again, that might sound really crazy, but it's not. It comes to being truth. So work on your purpose. You don't have to finish this book in one day. You have your whole life. But the thing I want to tell you is there's never a wrong time to start. So start now.
Correct. I agree. John, thank you so much that you understand that we don't we are trying to understand life is good, and then human being are so ungrateful, especially companies. They're so ungrateful sometimes. But you have you've done for people, make people feel what you can do them, what you can tell them. Very important. You encourage people, as Jenna was talking, do something not only for a paycheck, something you can do to encourage people. You can help people forward. Can people help to discover themselves, discover their gift, and you also format in there. Because what you do for yourself, for the people, you benefit from them. What you do for a paycheck, unless you buy a house with that, a car with that, we can do something that's done. But we can do something to invest for your legacy, something that you're passionate about, that you can invest. Use your paycheck to invest some that your paycheck with system that you feel you get the fulfillment in. If you can go to learn something, do it. It's your passion to go to study as you're
I
going
want
to study master degree. Do it. Myself, I'm going to keep on with my studies to learn something I can share with the humanity. To finish to do care that I'm passionate about. To be a great artist. To do my next position as an
absolutely,
artist.
absolutely,
So that I can get my own gallery.
absolutely,
To get my own workshop, my
absolutely,
bookshop, my bookstore. It's a great dream. God will help us realize that. I'm going to study
absolutely,
more for that.
absolutely.
But God knows, use your paycheck, you listening to do something that God put in your heart to do. It could be a charity company, it could be a business, a restaurant. Many people have started that. Do something. That's what I encourage you to do.
Mhm.
Because what you do for a company, they will forget you. What you do for others, for yourself, and it will have a impact legacy. Everybody be listening. John, thank you. Keep on with your gift, John. Keep
I,
on with
I
your
I
businesses,
have
the
one
people
more
have
thing to
done
say. I
for
just want to wrap
humanity.
up with. You're welcome. I want to wrap with one more point, Daniel, and that is this: so many people think that your LinkedIn
Yes.
profile belongs to your employer. It doesn't. It belongs to you, and no employee or employer should
Yes.
force you to post about their products or services or anything else because they might say, "Gee, if you don't, you must be job hunting." That's none of their business. I think social media's got out of hand where companies are observing people's social media without people's permission and classifying or I'm going to say judging people based on things they do in their spare time. And I think
Mhm.
that's wrong, Daniel.
Hmm. Hmm. Because what you say, John, is very important. People want them to be the slave. You know, slave. Because do you ever know? For me, it's like a legal slavery. People want them to give you the full time. They don't do to do anything for yourself. When they're not doing something, they know, oh, that guy cannot work with that guy anymore because his mind is open. And that's why people, when you get time, read more books, with the Bible, with books, because that would open your mind. Because what sometimes you work in a job, you get only do one thing every day. Especially people who work in the call center arena, they just only get a script. They just repeat everything every day, the same thing, the same thing. They spend 10 years the same thing. What do you learn so far? We're gonna leave behind. That's so sad.
Daniel, you bring a point that I've got to end on. We'll be here all night. I used to work for a call center when I was in, I think it was in high school, and I thought it would be
Hmm.
great. So I had an opportunity to work for my parents or work for a call center. Well, I said, gee, I'm going to work for the call center instead of working for them. Well, that quickly changed. So I'm not going to give you the name of the call center, but they're a huge call center. And so I went there, and they said I was perfect. I memorized all their scripts, and it basically went something like this. I would call you up, and it's like, oh, John, thank you so much for calling. We're not looking to buy. No, no, no. I understand, ma'am. I wasn't trying to get you involved in another purchase. I understand. Listen, I was just calling with a thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You remember when you spent 1995 each month for a year and giving us that actually helped Moms Against Drunk Driving. You remember that last year? You remember that? Yes? Oh, okay. Well, I want to say thank you. Oh, well, you're welcome. Listen, and you helped so many people last year. I'm so grateful that we were actually able, because of you and so many others, to raise 4.3 million. Isn't that great? That's wonderful. Listen, these moms still need this, and these kids still need this, and that's why I would like to ask you to continue that wonderful support that you gave us last year. Oh, John, I'm really not in the position. I just lost my job. Oh, Helen, I am so sorry. I feel terrible coming at you and asking for money as you just
Wow.
lost your job. That's the word. That's the last thing I wanted to do. And these people are in such dire need, so I feel so badly asking you for that full amount for the magazine. So I'm not going to do that. But listen, I was just wondering if maybe you could help us out a little bit. Maybe just take a subscription for maybe just 3 months, or maybe just buy a can of cookies from us. It would really go a long way to help mothers against drunk driving. What do you say? And so, and there were different scripts for different things. But what got me the most wasn't that the script was so conniving, because we made about 90%, okay, and we only gave 10% to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. That pissed me off.
Wow.
The next week,
Wow.
there was a gentleman there, and this gentleman, heavyset gentleman, he fell to the floor. He was about a few seats away from me. As soon as that happened, I didn't log out. I took my headset off. I immediately went to him to give CPR, and the head manager came and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "We have somebody on the floor." Yeah, everybody get back to work, back to
Wow.
work, back to work, all right, John. You handle that, back to work. And I said, ladies and
Oh my
gentlemen, I said
goodness.
I'd like to make an announcement here. Many of you don't know who I am. I'm nobody. I have some sales, but I'm nobody to this company or to any of you. Um, but I'm done tonight. I'm tired of working for a company that is more interested in their money than someone's lives. Now, tonight I was able to save this guy's life.
Wow.
And I can tell you, I and him are walking out tonight. Who's with me? Because I'm tired of being with this company. 20 people walked out the door with us.
Well, that's so sad. It's a great point, John. People care about your health, not your sickness, not your shortcoming. They don't care about
I
anything.
got,
Give
I got
them the time.
reprimanded. I got
They
reprimanded
did
for
give them
that.
your time. Give them your health. That's it.
Yeah, don't worry about me, because I'm never coming back here. So you don't need to reprimand me. I'm never coming back to this place.
John is a
And
good
to
point,
this
John.
day,
That,
yeah, when they call,
go ahead. Go ahead.
uh, I said I remember you people. Let me tell you why I remember you people. I used to work for your company. Let me tell you how
Wow.
lousy you people are. When you guys get sick and something happens, you'll see how fast you get kicked in line when you try to help a
Wow.
friend or someone in the office that might be dying.
Wow. John, that's a good point you mentioned tonight. That's what I'm telling people right now. People don't care about you. They care about your time and your health. Any job you have, make sure you just take care of yourself. Take care of your gift and talent you have, because this is those things God gonna use to give you lasting legacy. And then it's good to work. It's good to have a job, I say, but work on yourself. Thing that you love to do, passion to do. That's there God gonna use to bless you. Because many people you don't understand that. Do what you can do with what you have, and God will multiply it. Thank you, John, for being part of our show tonight. People cannot understand us until they try it. Try something you love, even if that costs. That costs you to do something you love, because sometimes you don't have any paycheck right now, but you feel good. You invest time something you love, and then something you can learn something from it for the future, for benefit of others, and for your fulfillment. And gonna get the great result.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. God bless you, John. Thank you for being part of our show, the talk show tonight. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
God bless
God
everyone,
bless.
and a
Pray and
happy, healthy,
ask God.
wonderful Thanksgiving to everybody this coming Thursday. For those of you that celebrate, I
Good
hope it
Thursday.
is a
Happy
great one for
Thanksgiving,
you.
everybody.
And I ask you to do one thing this Thanksgiving. I ask you to unplug from technology, from the time you get up
Yes.
on Thanksgiving till the next
And
day,
then
to have time
and
with
to
your
thank
family.
God, thank God for life and health I give it to you. Let us thank God. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye, John. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone.